You are watching Liberty Online TV. You are watching Liberty Online TV.
Me na Yusuf Keketso Masadi, Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education. The Liberty Online TV na a fantastic project, and I feel say this does show we say when you get young people we put them brains, their mind, their heart. So whatever they do, they go succeed and they go prosperous. So I'm for tell all the one them we don't support, we don't fund this project, the Liberty Online TV, plenty thank you. And we as a government will continue for make sure say we create the enabling environments and the media for make sure say everybody when a professional then get a space for make them voice go be heard.
Na Sylvanus Blake, and me na the Public Relations Officer na the Anti-Corruption Commission Sierra Leone. I want for encourage you all for the follow Liberty TV online. This TV platform gets everything where you want. Follow them now all in social media handles. What I've seen today in the studio is an example of what a reformed media world is. And I wish this Liberty TV all the best as they continue to provide unbiased information on what's in the happen in this country to the people of Sierra Leone. Follow them at live Facebook, YouTube, and all the other social media handles. I bet you will not be disappointed. If this nation get for continue for good before, we need media houses and media outlets like this. We dispassionately they give out information. Before you did any like you through WhatsApp audio versions of people where you not see and know, why you not go watch online live and see who that they talk, and then you can not say, oh, now this person say this. And here I believe whatever you see is the truth, and now the truth will set this nation free. I love this place and I always want to be here.
But in fantasy is here, and I didn't also today now Liberty Online TV. It's a brand new TV, and they are doing extremely well. And I know me, anything that is run by like women and everything, I'm in for it, I'm supporting it. So make sure you follow Liberty Online TV on all social media platforms. So it's Fantasy is here, I'm here, so you should be here too. Hello.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning and welcome to the Liberty Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from the Liberty Online TV, now Facebook, YouTube, and also now our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring the program come to you this morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And me na Mabel Kaba. Good morning. Today na Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, we theme na electricity with a special focus on the frequent blackouts we don't do in a FREETOWN this BNTM.
Well, for if we talk on the issues them or the reason them we make FREETOWN they get past mark blackouts this BNTM. Now the studio this morning I want for welcome the director of the communications manager from the Electricity Distribution Authority EDSA, in name Nasa Nepo. Good morning, Nepo, and welcome to the Liberty Studios.
Good morning and thanks for having me.
All right, continue for Day with We. Now the program will go join you shortly, and in case you get questions, send them through the comment section. Now any of the platform that we watch with this morning, now YouTube or Facebook, or also now we website, or you can also send we message on 074 200 545. We will ask Sanepo all the questions them where you are answer to this morning.
The breakfast show they continue, and before we come to Sanepo for look at the issue of blackouts, quickly we look at one issue. Usai Monday, January 1 this year, President Bio, as part of a presidential pardon, be make the release over 300 inmates them from all the correctional center them na different parts na the country. We producer Princess Pierce look inside this and he gonna reports.
The presidential pardon we president in a saloon can get to inmates them. Now we for sorry for inmates them. We can do bad or commit them bad crime them. As we for give them second chance for come back na society and do better thing for themselves. Monday, January 1 this year, President Bio been pardoned over 300 inmates them. And for sake of them people here, we don't come out. Now this the acting director general for the Saloon Correctional Service, Colonel Sheikh Suleiman Masakoy, been get for say.
First, every Sierra Leone, one as Sierra Leoneans, now we left this guy where would live, like in terms of when let's come, now that time don't they bring for you. I don't talk to them, I don't advise them. This thing no they take you nowhere. Go and work, engage in meaningful things that will make you live in peace. It's not a pay, crime not a pay. So I don't talk to them, and they talk to you today, especially in terms of this push. Push then they need to move on them. They advise them, then they avoid push. And one way the importer here will not come well with citizens. We are citizens, meaningful citizens who don't know about drugs. But then push people and they want to damage society, use society. And you see, most of those that have been released today, they are youth. If you go to all the centers in the country, you will see 80 to 90% are youth. How will they waste youth age at this time for being involved in crime or drugs? So my advice is keep up from trouble. Let's make Sierra Leone 2024 a very peaceful nation.
Chelno Ba, now the Minister of Information and Civic Education, been talk about the number of inmates them where they release.
Using power when it comes to share as well. For us, you do bad, you pay the crime, you pay the polish, you suffer the punishment. The president will show ingenuity, and he released 352 inmates to all across the country.
Inside the number they am, we benefit from the presidential pardon. We get women inmates them, we benefit from this. Liberty Online TV be meet with some women inmates them, we benefit from this pardon, and then we get this for sale.
I was accused wrongly, say I obtained money by false pretense during the election process. 6 months, I take 6 months. I would say it was great because God actually brought me to a prison for land, for show me certain things. That was the reason why God brought me to prison. And I can proudly say, me complainants na in-laws, na me gain. In-laws me gain. Because I learned so much.
I became more like a suit me picking. I go for book now at the side and he became come on my back and for them. He died. So they all me saying I me kill the picking. So they sentenced me for 10 years imprisonment. 6 years 3 months. I do 6 years 3 months. But I don't feel good. Because I'm not happy. Always have a plan for doing all single being. So I'm not happy about that. Because I just don't waste my time in a prison. I tell God thank you for what you do for me in my life. I appreciate God. I feel good.
Just like the woman they are, we benefit from this pardon. Alusain Kamara, now other inmates, we serve benefits from this. After we don't in a prison for about 8 years, they serve in sentence of 17-year jail term. Usa Ibi enter the prison with well body, but we come on a door in paralyzed one. We should say this man need medical attention. Out of the over 300 people who benefit from the pardon, the most popular one among them people here, now one popular rapper we name LJ. And at this, he may get for say, for Seka in release from prison.
For the opportunity we give again, come back to real life. You understand? A big thank you to you and the entire family, to your mom, big sister. Big thank you to you, Madam First Lady. I truly appreciate this. This will be happening. Lawyer than me. This time. So I want to say big thank you. I truly appreciate you. You and the Bar family. I appreciate you, man. The effort when I put in for make sure say myself and we join this action.
From LJ in release one from prison, how in support of them take this news. As President Bill don't free their inmates here, people they hope say then go use this term for do better thing for themselves. For Liberty Online TV, Mina Princess Piasley reports.
The program we still watch now the Liberty Breakfast Show. They come to you live from the Liberty Online TV, Facebook, YouTube, and also now we website. We continue the program, and in case you just tune in, today we look at the blackouts now FREETOWN. Waiting at some of the reasons them we responsible we make FREETOWN the experience blackout. Now the studio this morning we get the communications manager from the Electricity Distribution Authority EDSA. We responsible for give lights to citizens them now FREETOWN. Well, for can talk about the issues them way don't they happen with EDSA. This being time don't they plenty concern from citizens them na FREETOWN where they experience blackout, and EDSA this being time don't they pull press release them for explain to the citizens them way to make them they experience blackouts. But beyond them press release, then they waiting at some of the actions them where EDSA don't take for make sure say they solve the issue of blackouts. Now the studio once more, I want for welcome Sir Nepo, when are the communications manager for EDSA. Good morning one more time, Sir Nepo, and welcome again to the Liberty Studios.
Good morning, thank you.
All right, just like I don't tell with viewers them, this being told on the plenty concern from citizens them, don't they express concern, say then they experience past mark blackouts. What are some of the reason them we're responsible?
Thank you very much. Well, I will start off with saying not to really pass mark blackout, because like you talk I differ a bit from the submission day. However, of course, we'll not keep them secret. We know always way we can day into the festive season there. We responsibility as an authority now for ensure say we prepare we serve by getting more logistics on the field, which we include manpower, vehicles, get more technicians, more engineers on the field, get standby teams for ensure say as and when faults they will call, we readily available for attend to them. But as I tell you, before the 23rd of December, people will not enjoy even some area will not enjoy uninterrupted power supply, because we don't the supply power to people them, we don't get to man them on track. Now all the substation, every area in FREETOWN, of course we present city for ensure say as and when customer them experience issues with regards to supply of electricity, then come to EDSA and report, and we man them for go and attend to them. So we don't do on the standby, we don't do the work for ensure say people don't get steady electricity. On the in the early hours of 23rd of December 2023, now we get a call say some people them attack with substation now Kingdom, and Kingdom now the hub of power evacuation. what in name mean to say all the power they come on Bumbuna, all the power they come on CLSG, all the power they come on car power, all the power they come on the thermal plants, all they come and sit on Kingdom 161. Now from Kingdom 161 now, they will begin sending out different areas, different substations, different for the able for supply to the people. So these now we hub and now in the evacuation point. We very, very important in power distribution and transmission infrastructure. So now this area then go to them do not even pass through the main entrance, then bust the fence from the back end, then enter, then go to the substations and the infrastructure. Of course, we get with the 3 main transformers. We call them power transformers. We get one way now 27 megawatt it accommodates. You get another one at 34 megawatts. We get another one at 27 megawatts it accommodates. So now 3. So we get transformer 1, transformer 2, and transformer 3. So then attack transformer 2. And when they attack transformer 2, then during the process with the security forces, then they try for probably chase them out of the building. Then we get for cause damage on transformer 2, where we bust the radiator, and the radiator, because they bust a leak oil over 15 liters of oil, we leak transformer oil, and then transformer oil that particular transformers I say it different from the normal transformer organized in substations them, because this is the power transformer, the biggest transformer we situated in Kingdom 161. So because of that, of course we get O&M operations and maintenance contractor owner we build, then release it on our Bumbuna, then they operate Bumbuna and even FREETOWN 161. So we get for call them as a sector, then come, then conduct studies on the transformer, and then immediately remove the radiator and try for do what they call maintenance and repairs, which was done within 2 days. So after that 1 day, then we go for check again now Bumbuna for see if they get the same oil we leak from the radiator. So of course, when we get some of the oil, so then come with them, they begin for purify, because in engineering you get for process the oil before you put on the transformer for drive efficiency. So then purify the oil for like 2-3 days ago, but it not be adequate. It not be reach 15,000 liters for like able for power the transformer, and that oil in this country. So as I talk to you, we get one of the senior engineers with out of the country. We probably by today it will bring the remaining oil, and we will begin for purify for the next few days. Then before we able to energize the transformer. So basically this happened to infrastructure. We all know say before now we never experience the kind of outages we will experience now. And as I say, now the other platforms that will go, we will not forget Old Belfort. We all know say over time EDSA don't doing best for ensure say it make power available to all communities, to all citizens, to all customers in Freetown. Not only that, we can go to an extent to ensure say as and when faulty will call, we attend to them. We ensure say we go to customers, we get faulty meters, we can fix them. We get issues, we report to EDSA, we attend to them. So we've been to a certain extent efficient in the work we do. So of course it's an unfortunate event to happen. We not preempt them, we not be the expert, we are prepared, we provide power, steady power in the country up to an extent where this thing happens. So of course we don't talk to the customer, they will say this is not by our making, but what we are doing as a responsible sector now for ensure say will happen, what we do for ensure say we restore power supply again at the city.
When one reason we make people expect to for accept the reality as it is, make I take you back to the very first question. Also we start say past mark blackouts day, you say you they differ from that, not to past mark blackouts as we describe them. How EDSA describe the current situation?
So why is it not a past mark blackout? You know, when you talk, it sounds like say power in the city, and there is power supply in the city. You self go attest to the fact that, of course, we do acknowledge, we know. Now we could not keep them secret for say we get a deficit, we get a challenge of 28 megawatt deficit. Of course, we not keep up, not to secret. We make them known. We don't want to media houses. We don't put press releases. We don't engage people. We don't engage several journalists and explain to them, say this is not the situation. We not keep them. Of course, we don't say power. We people say for the listening, we will tell you say yes, power supply. Just that people have been used to 24 hours electricity supply, and now, as I say, we get a deficit of 27 megawatts. We really run in a big gap. Not even say the generation capacity, the power day, but the transformer will accommodate the power. It will malfunction, and because it will malfunction, and if accommodate the power and supply to the people, so, that is the challenge we'll get.
So, Nepo, why on to this hour, this century day, Salon still they talk about issues of blackout, and also the first this where issues then they happen, where citizens in Freetown they experience pasmak blackout. Waiting the way EDSA no get right it.
You know, I can always say we get from patriotic as well, and we reasonable to a certain extent, because these technical glitches not only Salon they experience them. It happen now, even in Europe you go they happen. So at the camp, no, what I just establish is it happened, it bound to happen, for the fact that you are dealing with technical instruments. These are them glitches that are bound to happen. It happened. Even recently, Kenya we get similar issue. Nigeria, it does happen. But as I say, the what's important is when they do occur, how speedily or how responsible the sector would they for ensure say they put mechanisms in place for restore power. So yes, of course, we don't talk to the customers. Most customers don't reason out. They don't go. Some people don't even go there and check what's in the apple. Some patronize with EDSA. Yes, it don't happen. This it don't happen. But as I say, power generation, we get transformer one where they supply over 27 megawatt, 28 megawatts a day on. We get transformer 3 we also they supply over 34 megawatts a day on. All the operate now. Only this one transformer now, and because this one transformer. They're 27 megawatts. So what do they do with the shared in certain areas?
This one transformer will get the issues. They're responsible for major parts in the city.
Not major parts.
So what to make major parts in the city they complain blackout?
Well, not like major parts in the city they complain blackout. We don't see what will happen. As I say, people don't use to regular electricity supply because we don't use for the supply people them power on a regular basis. You go to your office with the midlight, you go to your house with the midlight. But because we don't get this deficit of 27 megawatts, it don't challenge we as a sector in the area for distribute power to people. Because we want for distribute power evenly. Because when this transformer be operational, I mean, if we get the leverage for supply na area, you can say transformer 1 and 2 they supply this commodity area. This is supply east, this is supply central, this is supply far west. But now because of the challenge we get, we don't synchronize the two transformer with the shed. Some area will get 10 hours, some area will get 12 hours, some area will get as the case may be. Yes, I tell you, and what really evident is if you go to the college community, they get power. You go to River Force community. Let's tell you, if you go to we substation now River Force, then let's get a whole power transformer already. We get into the receive power and evacuate to the public. We get what is called 11 kV. We go to get 33 kV. Most of the area affected will really with the shed now the 11 kV. So and 11 kV also cover the central business district. With the shed do not mean to say people don't get access to power. If you come, of course, as I say, we do them evenly. If you get for 10 hours, if you get for 8 hours, if you get for 11 hours, as the case may be, we transfer the power to other areas and then get access to it. At least everyone gets a feel of electricity supply.
You say that they shed the power. We mean say that they give to rational. Yes, to certain area. So what think he make the entire city they get blackouts?
No, well, that is about total outage. Total outage is different from shedding. I mean, in electricity operations, you get what you call total outage, you get to call partial outage. Total outage now institution we are in the entire country they go without electricity supply. So it happen because it's not frequent. That is not frequent. At the camp, remember that not frequent. At the camp, not possible. Total outage only occur probably if there is bad weather, because just imagine with transmission line the world we get from Ivory Coast, CLSG, in the camp, interconnect and Mumuna gets from Mumuna we get transmission line with the commodity take FREETOWN 161. So just think of the span of transmission lines that we get. So if we get bad weather, it can cause cut wires along the line. It can cause falling trees on the network, where it creates interruption. And when there's distortion of power flow from the end, of course you get an adverse effect on the operation of it. So they get total outage. And even total outage, can take for long. When it can, they can resolve them as quick as possible. It can. We what we call partial outage. Partial outage. Now, we say you get, like, for instance, we get transformer. We get transformer at Gorgich now. Wilberforce. Currently, for instance, New Year's Eve, what happened to we with the power transformer na Wilberforce substation? The cable will connect to the power transformer, from the power transformer to the pole. We bluff because that particular transformer. Then they serve Hill Station, the Satriki, then they serve Gorgich, far west. Other area they be go off. But as it happened, within 30 minutes, we managed the day. Then maybe I was there, then try for restore, then repair, we restore power. So these things they do occur because now power systems to the deal with.
You talk about weather, saying one thing we can cause the total outage. From EDSA, when last una acknowledge say Freetown get total outage? Because we Liberty Online TV they put question to you, say the city plenty time lights not the day at all. You say now one time it happen. When last una aware say total outage happen?
So na last month. And why it happened now? Because somebody will cut timber, that timber activity along from the CLSG line from Liberia to come na Kenema. Somebody will do timber work, and because they do timber work, they cut trees and wait for them. During that process, one of the branches of the trees and for them part the CLSG line will be cut wire, and we cut them. Of course, they line the traverse from that end. They take Bumulate interconnect can Freetown. We get distortion in the flow of electricity, and because of that, they trip the whole system because it unblock the settings of the system. So it trip the whole system. So because of that, they will experience power outage. Like I tell you, we expect total outage. Total outage is not frequent, it doesn't happen no more. But it can happen whether we get weather storm, we get falling poles on the wire. Now distortion in the flow, now can cause total outage. Partial outage, now can happen. But let me frank with yourself, even in your community, at times you can see them or they pass along the street. You see, even then truck them, they can pass, then they unblock the line, then the line they cut. We cut, you really get power supply in the area. That's a simple thing. You can see even when they pass, you see cable cut from the pole. If for them, you see if you for them they get problem with power, access to power. So just imagine if it happen now this community. Just imagine it took happen at the line where they run, where they span for a very long distance.
So apart from transformer 2, we get that issue knocking Tom. EDSA aware say most times na the year, then tell me repeatedly blackout issues within a Freetown.
We don't know which reference it will make establish, but it's not common. What happened so this year, we not ever experienced them before. I will tell you.
In December.
No, we not ever record blackout during this period as it don't happen now. Because this will happen, so it never happened to EDSA. It never happened to infrastructure. Yes, what didn't happen before now was we get certain unpatriotic individuals who are going with secondary substations. We don't get we don't get interviews plenty time on Andy. We get people they destroy transformers, they cut cable, they enter now we transformer stations, they cause havoc on the transformer, where they create problem and where they make blackout they go now some certain communities. But when it can happen, we can go, we make repairs on the transformer would interfere with and will restore power. So it don't happen. It's just that it don't generate now to this level for them to go now the power hub for do what them do so.
Therefore, how many of transformer 2 we get problems so now? How many of our get, and what's in the security level now on various sites then?
Yes, of course, that's a very good question. With regards to the security level, we do have securities, especially for Freetown 161. We're not there with power hub. If you go there, even before now, you go there, you go see say we get OSD officers who be there. We get also private security, because if you go now Freetown 161, you get a whole distribution and generation infrastructure. Like for instance, you get staff them who they work there on shift basis, then you go of course the lights who they get now Zanda they come on now they down the switching station, now they power the whole network, now they take recordings, frequencies, voltage, frequencies, and all of that. So a lot of folk will go on now FREETOWN 161 on a daily basis. So now place where people them almost always ready. But as I tell you, we during the time when the thing happen, they don't use the main entrance. They use the back, the fence at the back. Right? No, I don't say security, but the factors.
Security enough. There is no way the people away you say go attack on a station, go use the back.
No, security be adequate. Just like those civilians, some man can just also risk in your life. But just imagine that power station was energized with a man in the gain entrance to the power station. It was energized. They are just lucky because in power distribution you get everything they call on-tap changers. You understand? On-tap changers. Then on-tap changers and then contain the environment within the transformer where even when the transformer energized, then it can be safe for the person go there because those are areas where they will do minor repairs, minor work, so you don't necessarily need to put the entire transformer off. So those are the areas we really be there because if they begin entrance into the main bowl of the infrastructure, of course, not for you because now they're for die. But
at this stage, EDSA not suppose forgive citizens them security issues as reason we make them experience blackouts because not of today when I don't begin get signal, not of today EDSA don't begin the talk say and they go thief cable, then the thief transformer, all of them tend them the EDSA forbidden in a position for protect them sites them.
Yes, as I tell you, we get a lot of protection methodology will be done initiate we dinner with substations. If you go to most of the primary substations, we don't fence them, we don't put kids, we don't put paboyade, some area then get security, armed guards, then they for ensure say anybody really get around forget access to then station they forget for be legitimate, forget the authority for entry. So then they, but as I tell you, even 161 our biggest infrastructure than the power hub, then they of course you never think we will provide adequate security that secondary substation that will left the primary substation when at the power hub. That not will ever happen. So I want to tell you then we did it, but again we know the situation of the country and we know say I mean there are issues where over time over this period where they happen around the country. So in Ghana, that's what that particular zone day when once anything happen at 161 and they get a direct impact on the supply of distribution because now the power they come out and go out. So if there's any distortion, if there's any destruction now 161, of course we need to get power in the city.
But before that, if they happen at Kingston, people be done to get blackouts.
Oh, well, it depends to how you want to define blackouts. But
I it's not there. There's no two-way definition.
So let's tell you. Of course, I know you didn't say we're not going to get minor interruptions when it comes to power minor. Fine. For instance, there are several reasons why make it get blackout news. One, some people they kiss it on the face, they get credits and the meter. You know, they kick at the camp. It does happen. That somebody called me just 2 days ago. At the camp, he called me 2 days ago. She in the face na outage na blackout don't get it. He called me say, Ebo, I receive me meter but 2 days I don't get power. So I come. So I send post go check and I and check. Then say, Ebo, you don't get credit and meter. So you have got the alarm. Also all man gets that energy, that patience for go and check what's in the balance in the emitter. So then I want for it. Another thing we can cause outage in areas. Now we get corrosion on the line. It does happen. For instance, we don't sit on the line where they transmit power from one point to another, and it causes distortion in the flow of electricity, thereby causing blackouts or even cause low voltage in the community. Also, people that can get cut wires, people that can get even blown off fuses, people that can get faulty transformers, all that because if you get problem in the community, now we can say we as EDSA, we're not magicians. We always also expect that members of the public, when they experience power interruptions, they also get a responsibility for reach out to EDSA. Even though we get to substations supervisors, we check for ensure the power in all side, but so nobody all side at every given time. So we would also encourage customers and reach out to EDSA and complain to you within the experience when it comes to power supply.
Alright, continue for the program. In case you just tuning in, they watch the breakfast show where they come to you from the Liberty Online TV, Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website. Today we they ask Sanepo, when the communications manager from EDSA, waiting at the reason them will make FREETOWN they experience blackouts. So in case you have the watch you get question, send them through the platform where they watch Facebook, YouTube, or you can also text now 074 200 545. Sanepo they are so for answer all the questions them or concern we don't they come out from the citizens them. When they take short break, we'll come back, we will continue for talk to the communications manager from EDSA.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Alright, welcome back. You still watch the breakfast show where they come to you on Liberty Online TV and a different platform. Them also they get we from. Like we say today we get Sanepo na the studio with we na the communications manager na EDSA idea, so they answer questions them we get for do with the blackouts we done the day na FREETOWN. Like according to them, they say we know for describe them as smack blackout. So they explain waiting are the issues them we make people they experience the blackouts where we don't experience. So let me look at the issue of load shedding, where you say they do currently when they make people they experience the blackout because when I get issues with transformer 2 usai you say Tifman and gonna King Tom and being cause havoc day. When you talk about load shedding, how they decide which area for gets waiting?
So as management we sit down with the technical expertise. We look at the various communities and where we feed when it comes to power supply, and we also not look at just the communities where they feed. We also look at then the megawatts where they consume, because then they go get a direct impact on the decisioning. So there's a whole plan on load shedding. Where for instance most of the times they get issues now doing peak hours, peak load, for instance from 5:30 now till go 12, because those are the periods where people they consume much electricity, so the demand increase, and once the demand increase and we not get the supply capacity, if we continue for maintenance, so it trip the entire system, we also create total outage as we discussed. So based on studies we get a plan. For instance, we get areas where we get lights till but it come 7 o'clock or 5, 6, 7, sometimes we take them off till then 10, 11 where the load cannot reduce, then we energize them back, it come on. Some areas we have the ground, for instance, if we take load off this area today, tomorrow now the other area, now we will take load off, then this other area and get power on it. Then but the thing is, as the 10, 11, latest 11:30 would energize the area, then back when they get access to electricity.
Ask how they decide which area forgets lights at a certain point. Is it now because some areas and they now like purely for business, while some areas and they are residential, and business area perhaps are not getting lights na nets. If not during the day, then they do them business.
So those are all. That's all the part of we operational models. In fact, even before this unfortunate incident happened, you get the central business district, one of the CBD. They are always our priorities during the day. If we get any power challenge, we will ensure say then they on, because now things happen within the people get for in our offices, people get for about in businesses and all of that. So they get priorities. Of course, also the hospitals, we also get them priorities because we know say they always require electricity for the operations and for attend to patients.
So Nepo, let's take you back to the 161 station, who said transformer today, where cause all the problem, we make people experience blackouts so na FREETOWN. Because of the importance of this particular 161 station, why EDSA not consider for put a solar powered CCTV system at this particular site?
Well, you know, installing solar power na any distribution infrastructures require a lot. It require a lot. And as I say, what happens on 161? 161 was established even before some them born some of we. So 161 on the under for decades. It only did for a very long period of time, and it only operate seamlessly. Then kind to happen. So inside 2023, no ever happen in the history of 161. Don't ever record a canteen there. So I mean, and as I tell you, this now place we always operational. People they always work day in and out. Just that when you go for work day, you get to be focused because you see them you get to monitor the dashboard for see how the frequencies that they operate, which area don't get over voltage, under voltage, at fault. You get to look for see them quickly so that you go for reduce on the frequency, because if you mistake small where you go over it trip the entire system and you get problem. So we get modus of operandi and operation. So as I tell you, we not get just OSD officers, we get private security guards and body. So and over time they don't work efficiently for HOC, then secure the environment. They will not don't record any of such incidents would happen. So but as you see, there's always a learning curve. We take this as a learning curve. So now when this will happen now, it don't speak to me as an authority for say, I mean, because of the circumstances and because of the state of affairs, we need for beef up security in other places.
Don't they exist even before they bomb some of them? But when you look now, the world they evolve, technology they improve every day. You know what I mean? Say because this is an old substation, EDSA knowing the importance of this place, we are not go upgrade them to modern systems.
No, actually, if you even go to 161 now, you see say would it be similar 161 near the same 161 with it already. So with the let's say what engineering they change over time. I mean, like I talk about technologies, it change. So they are from the time when they established 161, they don't do a lot of review from that time to now. Even recently, even last year, they did a review for upgrade 161. They always upgrade, and I mean, we get the O&M contractors when are foreign people. They always do for upgrade the 161 for it will match up to the demands and needs of the people. So 161. Then always upgrade them. They always look out new transformers. They always look out new infrastructures for change and for match up to within the people they expect from EDSA. So not as if for more than established nothing has been done. If we don't do like I did, like we not within our side, we'll get to worst case.
Although you still no accept say people na FREETOWN, they experience past-mark blackout, but let's ask you now the question. As a citizen, a patriotic citizen, and somebody who work for EDSA, how you feel New Year's Eve, the crossover nights, where the entire city been dark, people all over 2024 darkness?
Again, you know, as I say, I like for stick to the facts, because me know the facts. Me they within EDSA. I don't say, I don't mean to say if Mabel not get light, that means FREETOWN not get light. I don't mean to say if Moana not get light, that means to say FREETOWN not get light. No, that's not the case. We all live in a different communities. We all live in a different environment, even though we are all residents in FREETOWN. But again, I want to tell you, see, New Year's Eve will not be the total blackout in the city.
We all live in a different community, but there is the new era, the social media will bring the world together. I sure say Yusuf go on for be honest with Viaden this morning. All the people and they tag you to complain and on Facebook say Nepo lights no way.
I am being honest. I don't sit down and talk say we will not get power challenges. Yes, we do have power challenges, and that is even why I'm here, because we do have power challenges. That is why we did a press release, because we did have power challenges. Now, we could not keep them as a secret. We make them known to the people, say, this is our problem, this is the challenge, this is the gap, but this is what we are doing for resolve the problem. So yes, there are power challenges, but amidst these challenges, we will try as best as we can for ensure, say, we distribute the power evenly so that everybody will get access to electricity. When there is total outage, the entire city will go off. Throughout this festive season, we'll not record total outage. You can go to the last, if you go now FREETOWN 161, for every total outage, it's been recorded, it's been signed off by the attendants of the station. So you go to the books which I see, we have not recorded total outage throughout December.
Okay, so if you say on another record total outage throughout December, let me just take the New Year's Eve for example. Now, whose area them being get lights that evening?
No, as I said, the New Year's Eve we still maintain the 34 megawatts.
Whose side lights been there that evening?
At the camp. You wanna explain? If it's a big, for that
because the majority of the areas then we will follow the TN. You still will tag you for say people in the express say this New Year's Eve lights not there. Say not to also be get blackout. So whose side lights been there New Year's Eve?
If you go to the east, some area at the east be get power supply. As I said, not to all area because with the shed. I'm not going to tell you now, say this particular area and this area gets power supply. For instance, even the God region, most of now westerly. If you go to the west, of course, we come to church that at the camp. Probably from Wilberforce to the camp, probably to an extent, pass will record that blast. Now, I talked before you got the question. That blast will record Wilberforce. Yeah, now been years in happen. But I tell you again, see when it happened. Mr. Began Church, Akuma Church, Aguri, I did it with the man and resolve the issue, then restore. I have the messages here, I will show you where they restore power and the time where they restore power. So there was power, and that particular area, then they feed his station, then they feed Wilberforce, then they feed God Longley, then they feed Godwich, then they feed the far west. So then we get access to electricity. As I say, we not record total outage. What will we do? Probably is we will share, and if we share the area, you would think to say yes, another power. So we say power day. Yes, and also social media they bring people together, they bring information together. But again, people they will not ever tell you say they don't get light. And we self we always when I attest to the fact say when I don't get total outage throughout the festive season, when I get electricity, does that when I don't get 24 hours light when I don't use for enjoy. That's the problem. And for me, that even they tell you say as an authority say we have been trying. You know why we have been trying? Because people don't use to electricity now. For them, they don't use to blackouts anymore, which yes we accept. Say yes because we don't do the best for ensuring people to get access to electricity. They don't use to blackouts. So the comfort here is as a sector we do the best, utmost best for ensuring say we bring back that 27 megawatts we don't lost.
Therefore, the one the way happen for they get this light, so we say not to all side they get the blackouts. Don't they complain again say the lights where they come if you buy disco lights then they go on and off after every 10-15 minutes it don't go they spoil people their appliances
so for this one video I go forward to
this is a long time problem you bring come into this conversation.
You never happen.
No, that's a long time problem. That problem also don't happen before we don't resolve. We don't discuss and talk very clearly for say yes of course we will do a survey. We will discover say certain areas they experience low voltage. That is supposed to go for low voltage. And not they create low voltage. Now because before we go give any community electricity, we will go first. We check the number of houses. So we will do a survey, check the number of houses, and aggregate that one day to what we will get in megawatts. What we require in terms of supply capacity. So based on the studies, now only inform whether we will install 100 kVA, 200 kVA, 300 kVA, or 500 kVA, or even 1000 kVA, as the case may be. For instance, we will go to studies in Bathos, we put 1000 kVA. So that's also if we don't put, if this community now 100 kVA require, we don't go put 100 kVA, then people they come, they connect to that transformer day. We don't know. In fact, people they also run double line. What do you mean by double line? You don't have, for instance, you don't have come across then you come on, you did not come across line. They also run line with the come on Kokobe, so that if come across go off, you get like now Kokobe. So not only Workman they do, nobody never report to us now Workman do. All the other who they run double line. These are people that get knowledge in electricity. We not to we they work for directly. So what we don't do that before and other thing we create, even partial outage, it also creates wave voltage, because if we don't design this area, forget 5, 6, 7 megawatts, then somebody don't go connect from other communities and they don't connect, then they don't expand on the line. It creates the efficiency really with the output of the power for with the line for give. And again, it does. So now we could always advise say, even here in our communities, if you see much, if you be a risk to bra, if you see other communities they can connect on that transformer, if you report, as I tell you, we don't launch from November, we don't launch a campaign. We don't, the whole of Kokobe, the whole of Aberdeen, we don't pull double line past 50. We don't, and as I talk to you, one day I feel that they pull double line, because double line it creates some disturbance on the network. It creates even partial outage. It even creates, it make you the low voltage that you use, and we don't want for let customer the experience that kind of stuff.
I want for put on to you now say the issue of on and off the school lights, and I know we resolve it because area they like Magic Town, Mechkem, Bango Farm, etc. Then they experience this particular issue where they say una don't resolve now long standing issue.
La clarify that this more. You know, I live at Bango Farm. So the issue of the school lights I never experienced on a Bango Farm. People don't listen to me. No, that is on a Bango Farm, I believe. So for say we do experience disco light on a Bango Farm, no. There was a time where Bango Farm the transformer become overloaded because people don't build several houses, then people don't increase on their consumption capacity. For instance, if Bango Farm they get like 1 megawatts because of the many AC, so people don't get now many houses, they don't go now to like 2 megawatts. So when that they happen, we need to say we need to improve on the injection capacity. So what we do was that they will inject another transformer at Bango Farm. Now you get Bango Farm 1, you get Bango Farm 2. They will inject another transformer for complement the existing transformer. We're going to say people will use light now at ease, no issue. So Magic Town, let's say it's a Magic Town problem. Magic Town is problem now double line. People that run double line at Magic Town. People that go take line from Meshkem. They wanna come Magic Town. They take it from Lumley. They wanna come Magic Town. So we don't discover them. So now it's saying we don't. There's an operation all the way on about I don't call the place Magic Town. We don't pull all the double line them. And this is not only for Magic. As I tell you before you really ask the question, we don't do an Kokobe, we don't do an Aberdeen. So this is an operation where we don't decide as management say we don't tolerate them anymore. So we don't get people specialized team who are then they pass and inspect area. Every area the double line they pull them.
Yeah, we are back say all them double line issue they are now people and the staff there.
So you see, we don't always bring this allegation. I call it allegation. It's not allegation because it nobody know you will justify it. I've always said it.
So one of the experts that they do their work.
I've always said it and I'll continue to say it. EDSA will get team of trained and qualified electricians, engineers, supervisors with the work. We can always talk if you know say like I want the alleged say EDSA staff that they do double line that they do this and they do bring a complaint to EDSA and tell you say now this person can't run. The whole other person will not say that EDSA staff, of course, now instant dismissal. But I will tell you, even now, most of the one who they want to blind within communities, they are not staff of EDSA. Most of them they just don't go down OIC, they don't go down think about electricity, they do collection of people, they do all that things. Exactly, they go because they not going to work for do or they go and do that stuff and they will not correct without knowledge at EDSA, and it affects our operations. So that make we always most times, in fact, recently we don't engage communities, we don't inform them say we not get a role for play. If somebody come to say for one double line, no agree. Let the community leaders, the youth, the chiefs, let them take responsibility for maintaining their infrastructure. Right. Because if it's designed for certain operations, then when I go beyond the operation, it gets an adverse effect on the network infrastructure.
All right, Sanepo, relax a bit. We will come back to you. We will continue for talk about some of the issues them where citizens they experience where camp and light business, especially the one them na FREETOWN. You say for the watch you get question for Sanepo or you get a concern question where you want let's say NEPO address, send them through the comment section. Now any of the platform them we the watch we or text we on 074-200-545. In case you just tune in today, they look at the Electricity Distribution Authority, waiting at the infrastructure them where they don't put in place for make sure say citizens in Freetown and other parts them enjoy uninterrupted electricity. Well, in case you just tune in, now for make sure so you share the program, let other people themselves get part for the part of the conversation this morning. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and talk to Sanepo.
Manti Suma Mara, the CEO of Suma Design and Empowerment Initiative. This na Liberty Online TV. I want to tell you for say this na one of the best TV online TV in a salon, and where the young professional women then come together and for can give me this platform here. No sit down, continue for the watch Liberty TV every day.
Mina Salusise, Mina the head of marketing and corporate communications, United Bank for Africa. Liberty TV Online is the most trusted and reliable online network in a salon. I want to encourage you, wherever you are, watch Liberty Online TV. And they're also doing on all other social media platforms. They're on YouTube, then they're on Instagram, then they're on Facebook. I want to encourage you to watch Liberty TV Online for the first reliable and trusted news in Sarah. Liberty TV Online, that is where I go first thing in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, just for get credible information about what's happening in my country.
What's up, everybody? This is Drizzlick, aka Ben 10/10, and you're watching Liberty Online TV. Are you ready now? Okay, let's go.
I'm very impressed with the setup. I'm very impressed with the equipment they want to get now. The professionalism of the cameramen, the professionalism of the interviewers, the anchors, and all that, and of course the presentation and the focus. The things they want to talk about are very relevant to today's politics, today's development in Sierra Leone. So we'll be big. For the people that sit on Safo, watch Liberty TV, and I will get the good news out of it. So thank you very much.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Alright, welcome back. It's still a Breakfast Show, and we still get Sanepon at the studio with we, the communications manager at EDSA. Don't they tell we waiting at the reason them behind the blackouts we people experience currently. So we don't talk about the issue we don't happen knocking Tom, or you say now one of the problem them we make people experience blackouts. But generally, let we just look back since the nation changed from NPA to EDSA. When this switch be they happen, the promise was because where we they use EDSA and the prepaid meters and where we they use, because you they get money now you prepaid, it they run like your phone. You put money there, you they get lights. You not put money there, you know they get lights. Let we look at the two. The term they will be they use the postpaid system and this prepaid system. Who's change? The prepaid don't bring come na the system compared to that of the postpaid, because people they complain we they get money now we meter but lights not the day even before the thief happen na King Tom. Who's change way the prepaid don't bring come na the system?
Well, the transformation from NPA to EDSA is not just about the prepaid components.
Not just one aspect.
Not just a tip of the iceberg. Then look at several issues what would happen within the operations of NPA, and also at that time they look at and say, I mean, Sierra Leone also need to match up to international standards. So now made CC well we need for unbundle. So when unbundle, the process born three picking them. You get the Electricity Distribution and Supply Authority when they are the work EDSA. You get the Electricity Generation and Transmission Company, when EGTC, then you get the Electricity and Water Regulatory Commission, when then they serve as intermediary between the customers and EDSA. So, of course, that now zoom to EDSA. When they establish EDSA, they establish the board, they establish inform the management, then sit down and they also do a survey. And when they do a survey, then realize say we need for drive efficiency. We need for move from the analog way of operation for come to the digital way of operations. So first of all, the first thing we then do was doing MPATM, people will go queue now electricity house for get access to token. For like buy top up for your meter, that can be postpaid as you talk. You will see people to line what they say December, so the whole shaka still is the flop. In fact, to an extent they give card number, they give number 1, number 2, number 3, as the case may be. So we'll get back the other day. So now what you can do was, first of all, we then get a third party we call aggregators. We then they sell to people now for and on behalf of the authority. Now you can use at your convenience. You use the mobile companies. You can use QCell, you can use AfriCell, you can use Orange. You buy it up at ease. You put on a meter, no challenge. You can also use the Ventec, this Splash, all that companies away they sell to people for and on behalf of EDSA all over the country. So we don't even for bridge that gap. We don't even for cross that challenge. Now it's going on smoothly, seamlessly. That's one thing we EDSA do. Another thing was for change the postpaid to prepaid system. So the prepaid system is where you buy top up for yourself, because we discover during the postpaid system, people will own MPA a lot. They just will consume electricity without paying for it. And I mean, MPA now be the suffer, forget money, we get challenge, forget money for even go about the normal operations. So now we EDSA come based on the discovery. They say, well, we need for do migration from postpaid to prepaid. So that makes you see most of the areas we've done that over 99%. Most of the areas we don't change, they don't go now to prepaid system. We all know you want to clear out some stuff where you want to talk well doing the same way postpaid with people will get electricity to now. I mean, if you will live in FREETOWN, you will give a testimony, it will be a testament for doing the MPATM to now. You need to compare MPATM, whatever they give, the way power be in FREETOWN to now. Even when you go and check the history of the internet, they will get around 25-30 megawatts now the whole of FREETOWN. Now go and check how many megawatts installed already. It don't triple what you talk about. So for doing the internet and people no, you need to compare that. We will compare apple for apple.
The reason why I ask, when people will begin experience because I get top up my meter, I forget lights continuously. When we go begin enjoy that facility, because that's not been one part the statements that will come from EDSA say. So when you put that top up my meter, once it is inside it, you don't able to use lights. You self go
attest to the fact there have been times in your life when you don't get continuous power supply. Time in your life we don't get continuous power supply. I mean, even in life as humans, there are times when we fall sick. We need the attention of a medical doctor. I mean, those are machines, the infrastructure, so they run 24-hour basis. They need the blow. So technical glitches are bound to happen. We don't mention the fault can happen during the course of operations. We will create the issue for level shorten down and conduct maintenance. It's required, or else if you continue to run machines without conducting maintenance or without doing checks, then that machine there will come a time where the machine they entirely collapse.
So get standby to say this a maintenance period. Whilst maintenance go on, plan B day where they work for citizens.
Because not the first step this will get electricity conversation. We get annual maintenance time for the operation. You know that. But again, apart from the annual maintenance time, emergencies can happen. Emergency, you get people in this country where they get times they go to medical checkup. But don't mean they sick when they come back. During the course again, so
you can buy and keep for plan B. So emergency happen, you switch once you walk
so what happen? We get a lot of spare parts, and we could get O&M contractors, residents in a salon. So when emergencies occur, you see they do repairs and maintenance as quick as possible. Then restore power. For instance, when we get this issue on this the damaged radiator happen, we cause the leakage of oil. Then come
then conduct repairs and maintenance as quick as possible. It's like 2 days ago now. The only issue we at say make we're not able for get that 27 megawatts again, that transformer up and running. Now because of the oil we require for putting it. So not only that not the issue. So I want to let all say there have been a time where we all enjoy uninterrupted electricity supply. But now this is not a challenge we will not anticipate. Now a challenge will not happen, but as I tell you, we don't put a lot of effort. The minister they go to the field on a daily basis, they check for those that happen. The man they don't go for the oil, we they in constant touch with them. Of course,
so
we will expect
reserve oil.
I tell you say reserve oil be there. But I tell you say we get O&M contractors. It is their singular responsibility for operate and maintenance their infrastructure. So I tell you, they be get well be there. But what happens so they not ever anticipate them. Then get the oil working come, then change, then keep for emergency situation. So this what happens so nobody ever anticipate them. Then get them periods the way that they bring the maintenance materials. The oil will be there now we now for just do repairs and maintenance. Not for pull the entire oil in the transformer and for refill over 15,000 liters. So this what happens the oil that we get it not be adequate enough for which 15,000 liters for we energize the transformer. So pass like I tell you, pass don't send for the balance oil for let the able for come and purify them and we get the transformer up and running.
All right, continue for the program Sanepo, and as always we can say Liberty Online TV will believe in free, fair journalism and also inclusion. So normally we can get issues them, especially issues of concern we get for do with the public, and this would they look at the past mark blackout where people only complain about na Freetown. So we reporter Alassane Koma been go work on some parts then na Freetown and talk to the people where they experience the blackout within them think.
Electricity supply don't be problem for plenty people in a different community inside Freetown for the past weeks and also during the holiday period. For sake of the past mark blackouts na Freetown, the electricity distribution and supply authority been pull one release outside and say some people with nobody no sabi been attacked. One of them station na Freetown we boil the main transformer with the supply line. This reason make Liberty Online TV been move na different community and talk with business people on how this blackout don't they affect them business them.
This is serious. I will just start with the recent things we happen. You know, we may get a program now we call the White Party. Can you imagine we don't get a lot of guests and then the light go for over 2 hours, you know, and then and getting the EDSA at the same time getting fuel, when I diesel with the run, and then nothing can happen again. When the light go, people ending at the lift. And these people there can so embarrassing for we at least. We light go to go for long, it can so embarrassing, it can scare people them. And yeah, a very big building, huge building. And we do business na the 14th floor, we do business na the 15th floor, and then we get the rooftop where we do business. So like it cause a lot of problem, I would say damages for we. And they scare people away for make at least for they come because they light. Imagine you get continuous blackout. Every day you get blackout. Every day you get blackout. Waiting mean and then you go for the bond diesel. One thing is you get service with again that to people them. When people then come and then kind of business here, they no one for no always when they service then deserve them. Waiting they don't pay for. And imagine you can at the accommodation at the hotel, you can for get a business, and then you find out say the guests they always go come call about the lights, The next thing the person they reduce the number of stay. It go reduce the number of stay because of the continuous blackouts now the city and this particular building where they get, and likewise they make they get confidence for organize certain programs them. Because end of the day, they fear that this blackout, and when they take lights, it go there almost a whole day.
They don't take 2 weeks. 2 weeks, do it for the holiday, without the holiday not started safe. We know they get lights. So you don't see. So me they send message to EDSA. If anything, they get any problem, any issue for light business, therefore contact the public. They know that this not the problem. Why make they get light? Who self go say yes, na good thing this. But no more. We light the day. Who self they feel bad. They will not know the reason why make light not dey in the country. One no holiday will not get lights. It's too shameful. One no Christmas, New Year's lights not there. It's too shameful, too much for the country. So me, Papa government, me they beg you, they are help you for this light business. Maybe make yourself get light because we na woman there. We dey go market. We dey preserve the food and I like they make we preserve the food there. Without no light, we food stock there they get for point and freezer. Please, Papa government, they will pick it they get for study. So there we dey beg Papa government, may they help we for this light business.
The light in Hamburg we bad. They make with the strain for ice block. They make now they buy ice block 2 for 5,000. And upon the rubber they can get for pull the ice block. So they strain too much for ice because of the lights. Well, the lights on 210 inside the week 9 lights they come. So they make when they get lights for most pass to come buy ice in the streets. And the big Papa government they allow poop and the lights business. So can do self they get with the strain. For they buy ice block that price they will not able to get nothing. All the money they go per ice block. So they are with the big let them sit away. The strain.
These blackouts not they only affect business people them, but the ordinary citizens themselves will not do business. We make have been talked to then people here for no waiting then think about the past mark blackout.
I believe say the light issue in this country here we not get nothing when we talk about when are good actually. Now look at the holiday just don't come up now so blackouts. And no idea about it. EDSA will be expect for say they will can't salvage the situation where we know suffer for over 10-15 years back where they can do worst. So if you can ask me about the light issue in Sierra Leone, we don't get nothing absolutely right home about. I'll take you back from 2018 after the election, even during the election time save, take to this other election will happen. So imagine they conduct national election where they determine the future of this country where they get blackouts. Me when they talk so I work for NEC. I will conduct this election. We do on tally that the blackouts coming. We not get no light. In fact, the thing they go back to worst. Now the tariff will be the ban before compared to now, not to the same. And to be honest with you, as a citizen of this country, I talk on the interest of Sierra Leoneans. When we serve, they undergo the same punishment. You go buy 100,000 top up. To send a 30 or 25 units they see. Can you imagine? They at the end of the way, back for get the light. You know they get her. So then I don't know what's the existence of EDSA at this country. One, I want to improve on the tariff than a one. Then the percentage in which in the courts we will go by, I want at least let them moderate time for we. Then we also want for beg the one who is responsible, the authorities. Say please let them make sure that people go buy them top up, let them get the lights. Because really when you go buy top up, you know they get the lights. You know, so all landing now it's got for plea to the authorities that we concern. Let them try for find way for unify and try for put things in place where we as a citizen go to enjoy we country.
They talk to EDSA so that they go able for let the light stable because a lot of people the way they say they're busy they can cook the food stuff them put on a fridge. We get a lot of people them way they say that they prepare the markets them for sale. So if light they go and come, even the appliances them can be stopped sometimes.
And the last system a very big issue for now. Anyway, I think from 3 weeks now, from early this December, yeah. So now we begin to experience this light problem. You understand? So the light they come. Sometimes now money where you need the light for this something say you know they get time. If they buy the chop up anyway, they don't have emitter, but you know they get time. You understand? We need the light for work, for do one or two things we want to do. Sometimes you need the light for do your work, but light not there. You know me say chop up not there na emitter, but chop up there na the meter, but you know they get the light. Sometimes na night say when you want sleep na night safe, you know they get light. Pass early morning when you want go, na end they come with them. I don't know what's in them problem anyway. They even get light. If they get offer on, even to the area where they live, now the same thing no more. If they get one know what's in the problem, make them try fix them because even at night where they sleep, say pass you open the windows for get breeze. If they get the shop up now yourself, you know they get the light. Sometimes early morning when you don't dress for go, na end the light to the car. So I don't know what's in the problem. Or whatever is the problem, is make them try fix them because they affect you right now seriously.
So with them concern here from the public, how soon the body them were responsible for light business will address the blackouts issue? For Liberty Online TV, me na Al Hassan Kouma, the report.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Alright, welcome back. It's still Iwaji Breakfast Show from that report that Al Hassan Koroma put together. Before we come to Sanepo for response to the concerns and we come, let we look at few messages where people don't send this morning. Now, Facebook, Koroma Hassan say, I made a mistake by top upping another meter, 800 millions. I asked EDSA to refund my money back. They never did, and they started telling me different stories every day. I visited the office. The office at the please ask EDSA to refund my money.
From Amidu Okama on our YouTube page, they say, good morning, Liberty. Please ask NEPO why there is no reserved oil in the country.
Alright, so look at more messages where people don't send. This other message we do look at now. The person say, why same amount of money gets different units depending on the time of the month.
From Samuel Saido, also on YouTube, they say, I think we will hear these stories until 2028 and beyond. Chief Nepo, enjoy your time, as these are stories we have had for many years. Why can't you resolve all these since John was a boy?
Alright, many messages in the coming this morning for the communications man at EDSA. This other one we go look at. Daniel Cisse na the Facebook page. He say, I am not an electrical engineer, nor am I working for EDSA to fully acknowledge of the colonial problem they have been having since.
This one is from 40S, also on YouTube. They say, Mr. Minister, sorry, Minister, please answer the question. Do you have security on your sites?
Al Hassan Carbon on Facebook, EDSA too big for always they complain about thief. How much then they make where they're not able to get security personnel them we go secure sensitive area them.
This other one is from Abubakar Kamara on YouTube. They say EDSA should do something to resolve this crisis.
Alright.
Well, from their messages then they come back to Sanepo, we now the communications manager, Ekomona EDSA. This morning, it don't answer and give explanation to why people are FREETOWN they experience blackout. When they perform that reports there where Al Hassan do, you don't hear from the concern them, we get for those business people, residents of FREETOWN, they all don't they talk about the same concern and say they not get light. And you listen to one woman where a own source of living gets for do with drinks the way it is sell, but because now know they get light, it's a quite expensive, you need for go buy ice block and all. How soon EDSA will able to resolve this issue?
So as we don't listen to the messages, the aggregate of messages they say, you see, the point at just one thing, that we try for resolve the problem we will get, so that people will continue forget 24 hours electricity, forget about the normal and daily activities. So that begs the question, as we really discussed, what is EDSA doing? I want to give comfort to viewers them out there for say EDSA don't do everything possible for ensure say we energize the transformer. So we want to let the people exercise small patience within the course of the week, running down into the weekend. We will ensure say we try for resolve the whole issue we'll get and get the 27 megawatt back up and operational. We self not happy with the customer then they get outages, because the more light we give, the more we expect to get revenue, the more we say they at peace in whatever we do. So we are also bothered about the state of affairs when it comes to electricity. That is why we are here. That is why we talk to the people. That is why we do engagement. That is why we are putting concerted effort for ensure we solve this problem and get to normalcy.
The issue of tariff, one way people be done the complain, but you go use certain amounts of money, buy light certain time na the month. Other person go use the same amount, but then they get disparity on the units. Like I read that messages, no nothing where people don't they experience. What did they cause that?
Well, the issue of tariff now a whole conversation on its own, because yes, of course we don't increase tariff, but there are justifications as to why we increase tariff. We always on the talk say one of the things we make we increase tariff now inflation. well, most of the things that we use, for instance, even the oil rates but now pass and go buy abroad. We all know the inflation rate when it comes to purchase of lubricants, oil, and other stuff for drive operations. So they affect we collect the revenue in leons, and would they pay for other operations, other activities in dollars. For instance, even the CLSG, the car power, what they pay. Now in dollars, would they pay them? Would they
per the units you go buy? That person make mention.
No,
say
it depends.
buy
It depends to your consumption rate, the level or category where they. I mean, when you watch the tariff layer, you get different layers. Even within domestic, you get layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. I mean, that person you go to call popo, that person are just probably used for either study or for just see before himself. It's different from the one we get AC, we get freezer, we get television, we get electricals 9 O's. I mean, they cannot consume the same. So it's
consumption the person they talk about. Like for example, me and Khadija go buy lights different time na the month. Sometimes if you buy today, it go get certain units. If you buy the different day, now other units go come on at the same money they use.
No, it also depends. For instance, if you and Khadija do on the same layer, another domestic customers. Sometimes Khadija we don't buy before you can buy, but when I can't coincide again for go buy almost the same time. So because Khadija we don't buy within December, we don't buy one time, now in second they go buy, and they move to another layer of category within the tariff bracket, whilst you they remain at the first layer because now the first they don't buy for the month. So it also depends on you. It also drives the frequency at which they buy. So because no, you know the condom, but either you they at the threshold side or you graduate to the next layer. Because for instance, it is sum up, the tariff is sum up. If I don't go buy 100,000 first week December, then I go buy again the same 100,000 second week December. If the sum up say I don't buy 200,000 within December, and when you buy 200,000 a different layer you need. I mean, when I will call me, we'll get another program where we'll discuss on this tariff. Now a whole issue on its own, because nothing we like we customer they say, for instance, you get customer that don't migrate from prepaid to postpaid. Even you get customer that don't get issued in prepaid, who don't migrate from one prepaid to another. So we can factor then debt them also inside them then account, because when you get meter, you get account, you get meter number, you get the information. So if we don't migrate your debt into your meter, whenever you go for buy, there's an agreement therefore deduct this amount of percentage on your purchase. So they go for deduct and they deduct GST, then they begin the actual calculations now for you get your actual token. So I mean, you got processes and procedures we they go through. But also I have to make them very clear. You know, yes, of course we don't increase tariff, but we are still challenged as a sector. We challenge because you and I know that half of consumers of electricity, they thief electricity. Then they pay for them. And most of the one that which they complain to the grumble that they pay for electricity. I mean, it's evidence. Go to CID, go to prisons. We don't charge people them. In fact, big businesses we don't hold the thief lights. They don't charge them. If you're gonna CID now, we get barrage of cases where they investigate with regards to electricity theft. So people they don't use to the habit for steal electricity and not pay for services. And one will say, when you don't pay for services, it challenge the sector for drive efficiency.
Solution only to that, because we don't say where the people they thief lights. People they thief lights from when we small now and already old people still they thief lights.
And from when you small, you don't see frantic efforts have been injected for ensuring people they stop for thief lights. But people they just can't get in this country. I mean, we don't get presidential task force, they don't go after people, they don't prosecute, they don't charge, they don't find people they wanting. We don't hold people, they don't apprehend, they don't jail them. We don't do plenty things for stop land. We don't count smart meters, we don't put them. They still they beat the system. I mean, they continue for put effort to ensure we whole objective was follow we go digital, because for instance, if you check our business premises, probably even here we don't install meters so called the AMI metering system infrastructure. We are in, for instance, because you get a module, a communications module, the director general or commercial director can sit in your office, is able to monitor your consumption pattern and see for some time you really consume this such amount in 2 months ago, but now this is that you consume, and they raise the red flag. They'll begin to investigate why. So, but I want to make it clear, maybe for say, encourage plenty people with thief electricity, and most times are the well-to-do.
Apart from issues of blackouts where people they experience, another concern we don't come out for members of the public. Now they all get for do with, for example, if lights can at this house, the next house no go get lights. Where you call EDSA, then go say na bad lights come. A lot of issues then they within EDSA. This is 2024 NEPO. What in our plans going forward for resolve some of the issues?
So to start with, before I go to the plans for come to the bad lights we talk about. You don't say I talk about double line just over there. For instance, if you most cases, if this customer, your neighbor, ain't no one double line, then probably will not get partial outage on a community. But you say you want to get electricity now because you get double line, because you don't want another line with the feed from another community don't come and use. So in they get lights, you now with it on the normal line, you know they get lights. But as I say, make people don't know what about than in a work in progress. We ensure say we pull all double line and we go for engage the public for say when we go pull double line at communities. Anybody will go one double line again, like criminal offense. We will hold you and we will charge you and we will take appropriate steps for ensure say you are dealt with within the confines of the law, because like criminal act, because just by you running double line you constrain the efficiency of the transformer, thereby limiting the other customers and for enjoy quality electricity. We're not fine. So that so going forward as a sector, you know, even before the challenge we'll always have a plan going into the next year. For instance, in this 2024 we get projects, plenty projects, and we will start about a year ago. We will complete inside this 2024. I will start with, for instance, I will start with the provinces. For instance, you will agree with me now. For say if you go Bo, you go Kenema, you go Kono, you go Makenema, Buruka, Puloko, you get 24 hours electricity. That's because we don't put frantic effort. Even with this happen, we don't affect them all. They are okay. They get 24 hours electricity. So at the camp. So if you go
solve the issues of light, as you say, and the provinces, but we in the capital city they experience blackouts.
First of all, law also not say Freetown is not Sierra Leone. You cannot just cater for Freetown and leave the provinces. So we do them all together. As I will say, over yes, at the camp. Of course, premium is placed on Freetown. Make no mistake. For instance, Freetown will get a project called ESOP energy utility reform project. That project on Canada don't change all the poles. You saw it, the project ongoing. Change all the poles, replace most of the transformers, the cables for strengthening the network. That's a project we inside done this year. There's another project called ESOP additional financing. What's in that one indicator for? For instance, we don't discover say you get certain communities we don't grow in the consumption rate exponentially. For instance, go to Aberdeen. If you go Aberdeen, because of the many hotels, many entertainment centers in Aberdeen, they don't grow in the consumption rate to an extent that even the secondary substation they feed them, it reach to a level for feed them again because they don't grow past the substation. So what we've done is we don't identify most of areas like Aberdeen we get for experience then kind of problem in the future. If you go to Aberdeen now, just by the police station, you see one big structure we they construct now. EDSA they construct down in that now one of the primary substations who they build. How you get for look like? You get for similar to like the operations on 161. Who they power the common on 161. That particular substation they will accommodate. For instance, if Aberdeen are 2 megawatts for the need for letting they on 24 hours, would they send it 2 megawatts on that substation? And they accommodate them and distribute them to the secondary substations for let people don't get access to electricity. So not only do na Aberdeen, we do na Falcon Bridge, we do na Klein Town, we do na Dewey, we do na Waterloo for able to drive efficiency.
So spill all the goodies where EDSA according to you na get for 2024, because we go for get SANEPO again that we program one-on-one what they do every Monday to Friday 8 to 8:30. We'll talk about the plans them where EDSA get for solve the electricity issues in the country. Let we come back to the issues that we done the talk about. We get for do with the power outage where citizens then are Freetown the experience. You say the oil will not be the issue. Somebody don't go for go get overseas, they come very soon. How soon this person go come when I change the oil and people begin enjoy uninterrupted power.
So as I say, the comfort is we don't identify the oil outside there. We don't get we hopeful for say within today to tomorrow the oil go there in Freetown. No everybody there. Yeah, no everybody there. We hope, no, as I say, we get O&M contractors.
Okay.
That is actually their job. But as I tell you, then they do shipments periodically. This now something will never happen, and a huge quantity of oil now leak from the radiator. So I mean 15,000 liters of oil, not to pick small oil landing. So the oil we get, what they do maintenance with, and not reach the threshold for level for energize the transformer. I mean transformer. Power transformer, not really joke with, because only if faulty for letting just manufacture that one transformer, it will take more than a year. So you have to be tactical and you have to be technical again for ensure say you do the rightful things for ensure say before you energize them. Or else if you energize them, we not do what you're supposed to do, it will create a much bigger problem where you go to beyond your control. So as I say, the oil would expect them from now, 2 days from now. We would expect say that today, tomorrow, or next tomorrow the oil go day, and it will take a day or two for purify and energize the system. So now make us say by the weekend we are hopeful. We are hopeful. By God in power.
On camera.
I know. I say I don't care. So we are hopeful by God in power, and with God in blessing for say from now to the weekend we will solve this issue and get the 27 megawatts back operational.
We will carry back Monday and remind people of a commitment to make.
Yes, sure. Now make us say by God in power, we will pray that. I mean, as we don't plan out, may happen like we don't plan out, because this is now technical issue. I mean, things do occur, but we pray that things will smoothly as we don't plan.
So when people for expect say EDSA they go beyond the technical glitch there, we don't the frequent.
There is no country where they go beyond technical glitches. For the fact that now machines will operate, they are bound to occur.
But you could find a way for preventer.
As I tell you, I mean that's why check. We always go to call preventive maintenance. We can do press release. It goes to call preventive maintenance. Preventive maintenance will ensure say you prevent the fault from occurring. So that's what we can say. We shut down for an hour or two for embark on preventive maintenance. We have to change radiator, we have to change oil, we have to change nozzle, we have to change this. We change them all for able for drive efficiency and for move away from the point we are in. We'll get a total breakdown. We will create a bigger issue. So we can always do preventive maintenance.
So apart from the issue we happen at King Tom, on a normal day, EDSA satisfied with the service we don't give the people them?
Yes, of course. In a normal times we satisfy the services we do, and people themselves could attest to that. The only thing again we probably I will talk on is that the consumption rate in Freetown they grow exponentially. People they use electricity plenty at the capital. So I mean over time, day in day out, would they record an increase in the consumption, because for instance if we only give 80 megawatt 90 megawatts, you share the dashboard as the consumption they increase, you say hey, during peak time and these people they consume, but now it don't grow to this, so because they see the demand, they're able for focus. So that make us say we have plans for 2024. We also work assiduously for ensure say as and when the demand they grow, we will match up to the demands of the people in terms of supply and distribution, including generation. So now that make, like we talk about dry season now, we'll get also the plan for dry season for ensure say we'll drive efficiency and let we know in the area we are in, people would without electricity supply.
Many thanks, Sanepo, will you come to the studio this morning? I know say na difficult times for Nana EDSA, especially ten like this, where members of the public get so many questions where they want follow an answer. But as always, now you work as communication person for face the public, and I hope say you don't try for answer some of the concern the way people get. So tune in again at 8 to 8:30. We'll get Sanepo now again. We will look at the plans them where EDSA gets for 2024 going forward, how they will resolve some of the technical glitches where they don't experience. Many thanks to you with our watch. We don't send you text message. Continue for follow Liberty Online TV now all we platform them for get accurate and authentic information on current happenings na the country. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a good day.
And Mabel Kabade say plenty thank you to the technical and production team. We made this program meet you. Until we see again, goodbye.